Okay, I just think this is the coolest idea ever. I really do. No one has anything like this. It's like a buy one, get another one. When we say let there be light, they're even including the batteries and the individual gift boxes. But it's more than just really kind of a nod to the retro and the nostalgic. You get this soft, warm, glowing light, but then you also get a nice, bright, focusable spotlight or flashlight function when the lights go out, when the fuse box is on the fritz, when you're walking the dog, when you want to feel safe at night, when you're carrying in those packages from your car, those groceries. So all you do is you pick your color of choice, and then of course, Linda, we love it when Linda Lydea is here. You just choose your gold. We've got this beautiful, are we calling this green? Or
yes, it's an emerald green.
Emerald green.
Yes.
Sometimes we get fancy, you know, we like to stump the host.
Well, it is fancy.
It is fancy. There's our rose gold. This might be my favorite. That's like a nice wood
grain.
Oh,
yes.
like a wood grain. Classic black, of course. And then you can bow and go. So then we get kind of the classic series. This is more of like a hematite or almost like a metallic.
That's right,
say?
gray.
A nice gray. Here's our red, if you love red as much as I do. That's just a class black. And then of course our blue. Batteries included, individual gift boxes, free shipping, less than $6 on our credit card. You know, Linda, I have not seen anything quite like this. I think this is just so cool.
It is cool, yeah. And I have to say, yeah, a lot of people maybe wouldn't think that rose gold would be my favorite. It is my favorite. You know, it has to be the right kind of pinkish look to it.
Yes,
this is it.
No, you're right.
Right? It is so pretty. But you know, we were talking, you were just with the Beekman boys, and this looks so good on the snow.
Oh,
they need this on their farm.
They do need that on
kidding.
their farm.
Yeah.
They absolutely do. So you were showing me behind the scenes. So when we said it has a couple of little secrets to it, right?
It does. Well, look at this.
Yeah.
Now, what I like about this is I can get, this is your flame. It's a realistic looking flame.
Yeah, it is.
So this is really neat, right? Yeah. So you can get as much or as little as you want.
Very nostalgic.
Right, or romantic.
Oh, why not?
Maybe a little romantic.
It's the Christmas season.
And then with the touch of the button, then you get that area light. Now this is cob LEDs. Remember when like LEDs was like the thing?
Right.
Now it's even better with cob LEDs, with COB, chips on board. That means it's even brighter, it sucks even less energy of the battery, and it's just all around. Now, you'll notice we have this diffuse lens on here.
Yeah.
That's nice. Have you ever had the lanterns that have a clear lens?
Yes.
Sure, it lights up the room, but you're blind and you can't see anything in the room, right?
Hey, Linda, can you do me a favor? Can you take us on a little tour? Like, show us the different features and the functions and the light and how to do it. Because this is actually one that I would probably use even more often than the nice little glowing amber.
Well, this is, whoa.
Whoa, hey now.
Oh, sorry. Okay, this is so bright. This is what I like to call a searchlight. It's a flashlight. It's a super duper bright light, right? And then with one click of the button, I turn this off, and now I click it, and now I have either the Flame Glo.
Gotcha. Okay, so that's just a little button at the bottom.
A little button, and if I just barely press it, look at this. I can just go right into the area light too.
Nice.
A little press here. But what's great about this, I can get as little light or as much light.
Oh, isn't that
and I can really transform whatever environment that I'm having.
Well, and I would imagine that handle on top is form and function, right?
It is, good, yes. This is also a nice feature because what I like is a lot of times you'll have the lantern and you're thinking, oh, wouldn't it be nice to, you know, put it over something?
Yes, yes.
Well, you can do that. You're going to pinch this. Okay, and the handle comes off.
Oh, that's
Now
handy.
you could put this maybe under one of the supports, Shannon, like under an umbrella.
Or
that's
that little
loop
idea.
on the inside of your tent, right? Which is neat. Or what you can do is you can make this and turn this into a handle for your flashlight. Just like that, right? So that's what's so cool about this, is that it's that versatile. Now this is super lightweight. This is less than a pound.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
So it's super duper,
ounces.
And it comes with the battery. So look, you're going to get all 9 AA batteries, okay? So that's what's so cool too. You know when you get a gift and it's like, oh, that's really neat. Oh, I have to go to the store and get the battery.
It's like, ow.
You don't have to do that because they're giving you the batteries as well. Now, When I think about lights, I think about, and my mother should hold her ears right now, because I had two favorite gifts.
Okay.
One was a flashlight. It was teeny tiny. It was this big, and I carried it in my pocket, right? Because as a little kid, you can't get the big grown-up light, right? Because that was like, how many batteries did it take to make it work, okay? So that was my favorite, because light just means it's synonymous with security and safety.
It's comforting because Linda and Adam actually did a little preemptive launch during the Monday night show, so I was watching it on HSN.com, and you had made an excellent point. When the lights go out, everything stops. There's such an uneasiness, I think, to being in the dark.
Right.
Whether it's finding your way to the bathroom, finding your way to the fuse box, just making sure that you're not stepping on what your dog did in the front yard. I mean, light really is synonymous with comfort, is synonymous with safety. The mood aspect of this cannot be underappreciated, because there is something really calming and soothing, I think, about that little glimmering or glowing ember. And I remember as a kid, you always had that night light. Well, this is something with that soft glowing ember. Yes, you could have it glamping, camping, campsite, RV, dormitory, assisted living, because the last thing you want when the lights go out, or you lose power, or you're just looking for a really interesting way to have that illumination.
Right.
Everybody's got a flashlight, right?
Yes.
They're usually not pretty. I mean, they usually have only one function. It's like the light is on, the light is off.
Exactly.
The fact that this has so many different features really sets it apart, and it's cute too.
And it's so cute, and it's compact. I mean, I think the thing that we like is that it's almost organizing three separate different lights in one. So you have that area light, you have that handle, and you just squeeze the handle, you bring it over to the other side, and then you have the flashlight handle, which is really cool. So easy to do. What's nice about it, then you have, again, you can bring that, and what I like is you can put the handle around something.
Right.
And I like the versatility of this.
Boy, I do too.
If you're boating, boating a lot of times, you need to, when you're like roping in to get into the to dock, or you're looking for those buoys, super duper bright light. And sorry, I'm shining a little too close there, because you can see how bright this is. You could see that buoy. You can see that, in camping. You need to see, if you hear a little noise in camping, I don't know about you, but the moment I hear a noise in the dark, I need a light.
You want that light.
I need a light.
Somehow, and now those things going bump in the night are less terrifying than they might be otherwise. But when I say it's got form and function to it, my brothers, my dad, they're all outdoor enthusiasts. They've got the fish house. I'm getting all excited about doing ice fishing in a few weeks here when I go home for Christmas. But so often Ryan, my youngest brother, will go out in the middle of the night, and there's nobody there to hold that flashlight then.
Right.
When he's locking up the fish house, when he's packing up the gear, when he's hitching everything, getting everything back on the Honda. So the fact that, yes, you could have romance. I don't think Ryan would be going for romance in the fish house. And, although he's in love with fishing, if that counts, but he really is. But if you wanted to have it on a steady light, you could do that. Mm-hmm. And it's a nice, stable base.
It is.
So even if there isn't a second person, a second hand, if you are doing you're doing task work, if it's a hitch, if it's a mount, if it's unloading, you actually can set this down and still have the light that you want. So yes, you can have the romance, yes, you can have the focus beam of light, but then you can also have the lantern effect too.
Well, that's the thing. That's why I say it's, you're transforming three different settings and environments, which is really nice.
That is bright. Holy
it's
cow.
Really bright. Yeah, this is not something that you want to shine.
Yeah, I know. I'm like, okay, wow, that is bright. But I look at this and I think of the alternative. It made me think of my brother Ryan, because in the past, he doesn't use them now, but he used to use the old-fashioned lanterns with the flame and with the kerosene and the whole 9 yards. And you had to be really, really careful with those things for obvious reasons. Plus, sometimes a fish house is a very small, contained environment. And boy, I would almost get overcome by that I'm thinking
That's right.
That's a strong, that's probably not something I should be breathing in over an extended period of time.
Well, we used to go camping when I was a kid, and you know, and I was always drawn to the campfire. I was always drawn to the flashlights, and always to the kerosene lantern, right? And I was like, everything I was drawn to, get away from.
Danger, danger,
right?
danger, danger,
you're
Linda.
You're gonna hurt yourself, you're gonna, you know, and as a parent, I get that, but as a child, I was like, it's so cool.
I know, because you're fascinated by the light, isn't it true?
Yes.
But you know, you make an excellent point. And by the way, we'd love to say hi to you. Just as a friendly reminder to you, this will be officially launching with you and Suzanne at midnight tonight. This is our preemptive look that we're doing throughout the holiday season. It is a set of 3. You do get 3 separate boxes that will show you. You get 3 sets of batteries for each individual one, so you could bow and glow, as you said it earlier in the week, Linda. There's your gold choice, nice soft brushed gold. There's that emerald green or forest green, that deep green. The rose gold has been already a runaway favorite. Everybody loves that rose gold. Once more, you get not 1, but 2, but 3. This is kind of that, and Brenda, can they see, I know we've dimmed the lights for obvious reasons, but can they see that wood grain?
Here, let me put some light on it.
Oh,
there you
why,
go.
thank you. How smart is that?
Can you see that?
It does actually have like a wood grain. That I agree. I think that might be my favorite. Then over on Linda's side, we've got this soft kind of steel or pewter gray, red, classic black, if you want to go for the classics, and then that blue. And remember, they come in their own little individual gift boxes, so you could just put that bow on. An excellent choice at $5.99 on FlexPay. We're gonna pay to send it to you. Of course, it's our extended holiday return policy. And you know, Linda, it's funny that you mentioned your mom and the flashlight story, because I still remember when I went off to college, it's probably my most memorable gift for my parents, and if my dad's watching tonight, he'll laugh. It was a flashlight. It was a car safety kit.
Right?
Because he knew I'd be on the road alone, and that just kind of stuck with me and resonated with me, because it's like, gosh, she did, you know, they care. They're worried about my safety. They're worried about me being on the road, which, case in point, I had a tire explode on me on Sunday. Now, happily, it happened during the day. Seriously explode. But I was in a situation where a light, if you have a car breakdown, you have to make sure that other motorists can see you.
Right.
And if you are changing a tire, if you're trying to unload your trunk from all the junk that you have, so you can get to the spare tire, you want to make sure that you've got light in order to do that. Do you know what? I probably could even have draped this over one of the little metal hooks in my trunk to get more light inside the car or inside the vehicle.
Yes, absolutely. That's the thing that's so nice about this. And you did point out, as a carpenter, I have to say, this is all.
Gotta go for the wood grain.
I like the wood grain too. Yeah, but what's nice is that, like I said, this is not just LED lights. This is the cob LED lights. That cob chips on board is going to just take little sips of energy of the battery that you're already getting that's included in these, and it makes it even that much brighter. So you have 39 cob LEDs in here. We have this nice diffuse lens on it, so it doesn't blind you, but yet it's gonna light up the room.
It does.
Right? It really lights up the room. And if you wanna have a lot of light, great. But what I like is that you can collapse it, little. What if somebody's sleeping? What if you wanna read at night? You know, you just like turn it on, and just a little bit of light, you can see your way. Or maybe if you're camping.
Oh, for sure.
Right? And you don't wanna wake up your tent mate.
Well, absolutely.
You know, and then you get outside the tent, and then you bring it up, and that way you can find the bathrooms.
Well, even in a hotel room, I mean, normally the light switches for the bathroom are not adjacent to the bed, of course. So what are you doing? You're stumbling around, and you really don't want to turn on every single light, because you hopefully want to fall back asleep. And that's just it. Whether it is bedside, tableside, glamping, if it's in your emergency toolkit, if you got the flashlight, this is thinking outside of the flashlight box, because it does what a flashlight is going to do, but it does what a flashlight can't. It provides that ambiance, it provides that glow. If you do use that slide and glow the lantern as opposed to just that focus spotlight, It's much easier on the eyes, even if you're doing some detail or some task work.
Yeah.
If you're doing scrapbooking, if you do needlework, if you just are anything,
playing cards at the picnic table.
Oh,
yeah.
absolutely. It really makes it easy. And I know I keep saying cute, but it's kind of that little unexpected light.
And it's compact. So when you have it fully extended, it's 8 inches high.
I was going to ask. Okay, so fully extended 8 inches. When it's
8
collapsed,
inches high, and when it's collapsed, it collapses about 2.5 inches down.
Okay. Okay.
So one of the things I want to tell you too is very easy. You don't even have to take the handle off, but I'm just going to take the handle off to show you. This is all you do. You do 1/8 of a turn right on the top here. This is the 1/8 of the turn, and that's where the batteries are. Okay, so it's really simple. That's what I like about it. It's easy to get to. Everything was so Flipo thought of everything. So you have your classic lantern design, you have your modern technology, and you have these super bright LEDs, which is just so cool. Now, I grew up in Atlanta. We knew ice storms. I bet you knew ice storms, right?
You bet I do.
Okay, so as a child, loved ice storms. I loved them.
It's a snow day.
Right? It's a snow day. You get off school. But also, I know that my parents were kind of panicking.
Yes,
right? But I didn't feel that panic.
Nope.
You know why? I got to use my flashlight.
Yeah.
Wouldn't it be nice to gift this? Give it to a child 3 and over. Really, I mean 3 and over. Because a kid like me, I would like it because as a child and even as an adult, but because it feels like a grown-up gift. You know,
does.
It's a grown-up. You're going to give me a big light and a light that does 3 things. I used to have this fun little camera when I was a kid, and when you clicked it, it would turn. It all of a sudden turned into something else, and it was a squirt gun. Favorite thing. So anything that turns
See, now I want one.
Right? Anything that turns into something else, I'm sorry, my kid is all over it.
Yeah,
I
it's
just
like
love
Transformers, only different, right?
It is, yeah, except this transforms the setting and the mood.
Into something you can actually use.
Right.
I mean, that's the thing. When you get this at home, obviously it's practical, obviously it's functional, but it's a much different profile than what you're probably used to seeing. Even in some of the lifestyle footage that you're taking a look at, we've really only scratched the surface of what you can and will do with this, whether it is that 3 Seasons porch or practical things like walking the dog, unloading the car from the groceries, that power outage just from a safety and security standpoint, the fuse box going out. It's funny you mentioned the transforming flashlight squirt gun, which I'm still thinking about that. I'll remember that forever. But I'm an avid reader, and my grandmother and my parents would always try to police me, and doggone it, I had a flashlight underneath those covers almost every single night reading book. It's like, I'm gonna read anyway, I don't care. So kids get really fascinated with having their own little private lighting situation going on.
I don't know, I guess, you know, as a child, and I mean, I'm just a bigger kid. That's all I am, right? And as a woman, I have to say, as a woman, light is my friend.
Sure,
I have lights in my car. This is great if you want to put it in your car. This is great if you want to like keep it by your bedside, but you're prepared. Now, the thing that's fun about this is that yes, it's for emergency preparedness. Sure. But it's something you get to use all the time anyway. Yeah. I mean, I was watching the game the other night, and I had this on the Glo. And I had, you know, you get 3 of them, so I had them all around. The lights were down. It had that great setting and mood feeling.
It does. Brandon, this is going to be a silly question, and obviously we won't do if it doesn't make sense. Can we take the lights down even further? I was just thinking it might be interesting to show not only the glow, and then maybe we can even show you how bright it actually can get as well. And we'll just do it for a moment, just to give you a better idea. So yes, and this is actually perfect, because here you can you can see the glow. Here you can see that steady light, and then Linda, do we have one?
That's the area light.
Okay, all right, and Brandon, I'll try to do this where we won't, you know, do crazy things with, Dika, I'm sorry. He's like, you know, you're pointing that at me, right? But
cameraman now can't find the camera.
I know, everybody needs hazard pay whenever they see my name on the flow sheet. But this will give you an idea of the 3 different possibilities. So kind of that traditional kerosene lantern effect, the steady glowing aspect, and or that flashlight, that steady-on design. And then, of course, don't forget, you can also lower. So, Linda, how do I do that?
It slides straight down.
Okay, just slide straight
down.
down. Oh, wow, that was easy.
I know, easy.
Oh, geez. Okay, so a little up.
Slide it up.
Little up.
To
little up,
however
little
much
up,
you want.
Little up. There you go. And 8 inches when it's fully in its upright position. So you can lower it if you want. I almost did the voluptuous fig voice from Beekman.
You can't help it. It's like
can't.
It's an earworm, isn't it?
It is. It's just, it's worked its way into my subconscious now. But you can see how you can lower and you can adjust if you want a little more of a mood aspect to it. Or I got to tell you, Linda, I love your idea about the car because my dome light is so insufficient when I'm trying to unload things. Because obviously I work at night, so when I get home, I can't tell you the number of times I've purchased groceries and it's like, you know, forgot something in the back seat because I couldn't see it.
Oh, oops.
Yeah, I mean, because once more, the dome light is just not sufficient.
Absolutely.
Especially this time of year, because we're loading stuff in and we're loading stuff out.
You know, people are going to be going away on holidays. They might be coming down here to Florida. Great thing to take with you because it's compact.
It is.
And you could then, you know, use the searchlight to look at all the different fish in the ocean at nighttime. I love walking, right?
Yes.
It's really fun. Then you go up and maybe you're on your little beach blanket and you have this. And then maybe you're with your sweetie and you have one of these, you know.
There you go.
Nice.
Well, it's always sweet to see you, Linda.
Thank you. Likewise.
You're back.